what's going on, guys? Crimson out here, and today we're going to be doing another Minecraft tutorial for you guys. This one's a little bit more original and kind of more fun to build. This is a basic elevator in Minecraft. It's not a zipline elevator. It's not a zipper elevator. It's nothing too complicated for you guys. This is sort of a beginner's elevator. It revolves a little bit of redstone, but if you're like a beginner at redstone, you should be okay with this tutorial, right? This is sort of an elevator that I designed off my own head. You're going to need 9 materials, and the 9 materials are vital to this. If you do not have one of the 9 materials, you will not complete this assignment. Alright, so first of all, here's our materials. Alright, so first of all, material is sand, sandstone, any type of stair. You're also going to need a pressure plate, as well as a regular piston and a sticky piston. Also, you're going to need a redstone repeater, as well as redstone, a redstone torch, and last but not least, a fence. Alright, so those are kind of interesting things. Now you're going to dig a hole 2 blocks high, replace it with sandstone on the top. Do not, cover up the hole, and place 2 trapdoor or pressure plates on top of the sand you just dug. Alright, so you're just going to continue your path right here, and then you're going to basically re-thread it with redstone inside of the tunnel area. So we're going to place a sandstone block right there, and from here we're going to place some redstone following our path under it. Now make sure you do not cover up the bottom layer, because this is pretty important, so you gotta thread the redstone under it. Alright, so we're gonna go over here, and you're just going to create a block right there, place it there. Okay, now from here, whatever you want to do, you can either go right or left, but you gotta build it, I kind of recommend to the right. We're going to go to the right for this, so place it right on the right. Now the redstone repeater, for this one, it's very tricky. You have to have the redstone repeater for this on the last setting, or the 4th setting. Otherwise, it will not work. You'll be crying in tears, and I'll be laughing and sending it to Vine, alright? So, anyway, now that that is done, that's the first step of the equation to the elevator, alright? So after autosaves, and we'll be right back for more tutorials. Alright, so you're going to count 3 spaces from your area that you placed your pressure plate. Alright, now you're going to place however many you want of sticky pistons. This is how high your elevator is going to be. If you want to place 20, place 20. If you want to place 19 million, place 19 million. This is going to be your height of the elevator, and it's going to take a lot more time if you have more than, about 5 or 10 should be good, alright? Now, you're going to half your number, and you're going to see why in a second why I say you're going to half your number of area. But first of all, let's see, how many did I place? 7, okay. So we're going to do another 3 on mine, we're going to do 10 on mine, and it's going to only revolve around 5, and you guys will see why I'm saying that. So next step in this process, we're going to cut every other layer off, so that's going to leave us with 5, because 10 minus 5 is 5, or 10 divided by 2 is 5. Alright, so once that is done, make sure you get every other layer, I should say. Now you're going to get your regular pistons out. Hi, Creeper. You're going to get your regular pistons out. And this one kind of looks interesting. You're going to place your regular pistons on top of the sticky pistons, not like that. Make sure they're facing up. And I'll show you guys why in a second. So make sure they're facing up. Now just keep doing this until you reach the end of however many you place. Now this is your basic structure of your elevator. Now this is what pushes you up. And that's why we need both kinds of pistons to do this project. Alright, so now we're going to place our fence. Now this is kind of interesting. You're going to place your fence on top of your pressure plate. Now, the reason why you do this is because it's kind of a boundary. When you're going up, it's kind of like a place where you kind of hold your rail and stuff like that. Now, you're going to continue this pattern. It's going to go pressure plate, fence, all the way up to the end of your elevator, alright? So we're going to place 2 pressure plates on top of the fence, and then you're just going to repeat, wash, recycle, whatever you want to freaking do, just repeat. Alright, so we're going to place another fence on top of the trapdoors, and then we're going to do the same thing right here, and just keep repeating the process, alright? So until after you got this done, then you are set to go. Alright, so we only have 2 more rows. Alright. Now, like I said, I kind of made this elevator design up as I went. It's kind of based off maybe a little bit of another YouTuber's, but other than that, I kind of mixed arranged it because I didn't want a hard one. I want you guys to feel safe and easy about this stuff, because redstone I know can be hard at times. Alright, so now you're done with that. This is where the redstone comes in. Now it gets just a little bit trickier, but like I said, it's nothing you can't handle because I know all you guys are smart. Alright, so first of all, you're going to place sandstone, not sand, sandstone, just from the redstone that you placed right there all the way to a block after your piston doors. Now you're going to follow your redstone up, and you're just going to place it on a path, alright? Now you're going to continue this motion all the way up. Alright, so like what I'm doing here, guys. Now, the trick is you gotta make sure these blocks are diagonal to each other, like I just did right there. When they're diagonal, the corners are touching, the bottom corners are touching, the top and the bottom corners are touching where they're supposed to be, alright? So now you have that done, you're just going to continue that pattern, like I said, the diagonal right there, until you get to the very top of your elevator. Once you're done that, you stop. And just kind of... Now, this is very important. The redstone repeater has to be on the second to last setting. So we're going to set it to the third one. 1, 2. Okay, so that's the third one. Now, don't cry to my mom and be like, your son told me the wrong thing. No, it's the third one on the piston doors. Alright, so just remember the third setting or the second to last one. Now you're going to repeat the same process. Just put some sandstone around it. Make sure each time it's a block after your piston's end. Now in this case, it's going to be 2 since I put the other one 2. Alright, so just make sure you have that in mind. It's basically just a simple pattern process. Redstone, repeater, sand, etc. Now just make sure you follow a diagonal order, otherwise it will screw up itself and it will just cry to its mommy. Alright? Alright, so now that you have your sand basically placed, you're just going to follow up your redstone. And make sure all redstones touch, because everything is connected during this process. So if they are not connected, that means they do not work. Now make sure every time you place a repeater, it's always going to be on the end, it's always going to be the second setting. Alright, same thing for this row. You're going to need to place more redstone on this. More redstone. Alright. Now, let's see here. Oh, by the way, guys, this is something I screwed up. Now, make sure, like I said just now, that the block is on the outside. Meaning that it's not going to face the inside. It's going to be an outcast that's on the outside, alright? So make sure you do that. And just follow your redstone to your redstone repeater. And everything should work pretty fine. This should only take about 9 to 10 minutes, depending on how you do it. The other way took like 30 minutes. So, this is just a quick, easy way for you guys to save a little bit of time. Now, just make sure everything connects, and you should be set. So, this is our second to last row of this. Now, this is probably the thing that takes the most time as far as doing. So, we're just going to place it here. Alright, so now, we're almost on the last row. Let's see, there, diagonal. Okay. So, okay, I'm going to place a redstone repeater, our last one, right? But guys, if you're new to redstoning, if this is your first redstone thing, if you guys saw my piston door tutorial, that's a little bit easier than this. I kind of get harder and harder as I go along, so you guys learn in the process of also watching my videos, because it's always good to learn something. I don't know, I'm not a nerd or whatever, I don't even like school, but it's always good to learn something. So that's just fact of the day. Alright, so now you're going to place more redstone up here. And there we go, that should do it. Now, before you try your elevator, a few things to note. Now, this is what it looks like. It looks better on the inside. We're going to place redstone right there. Now, double check your back and make sure everything is hooked up before you test it. Alright, let's test it. And there we go. Alright, like you guys saw, it pushed us all the way up. And it's an elevator, it's working. Okay, important thing to note. If you do not jump on top of the sticky pistons, you will not get this to work and you will freaking cry. No big deal. All you gotta do is, like I said, jump on the pressure plate and you should be good. If you don't jump, it won't work, alright? So thanks guys so much for watching. This has been a tutorial on how to make a basic Minecraft elevator for you guys. If you guys like this, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want me to build next, I will definitely build. And this has been Crimson Down, and I'll see you guys later.